Welcome guys, this is Coach Amir from 7figurebody.com and welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to talk about the fundamental weight loss rules, like the golden rules of weight loss that you absolutely must follow if you are to lose weight. And when I say lose weight, I always think of lose body fat, build muscle, and get in great shape. Okay, so the first golden rule is you have to be in a calorie deficit. If anybody ever tells you calories don't matter, calories in, calories out is too simplistic, the human body is too complex for that, no, it's actually not. That's not true. That the body is much complex than that. Here's the thing. Most people say we can't perfectly track calories. Even the food labels have up to 20% margin of error. That is true, but we do not have to be perfect. Just like we don't have to have a perfect campaign in marketing in order for it to work. We don't have to have anything perfect. We just need to be going in a right direction consistently and long enough, and we will absolutely get there. So is tracking calories perfect? No. Does it have to be perfect for you to lose all the weight you want and get in fitness model shape? Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can absolutely do that by not being perfect, but just being close enough. And close enough is good enough because I can absolutely guarantee every human being in this world, I can take him right now, and depending on how many months it's going to take us, I can get them to look like a fitness model. Every single person. Why? Because the body follows physiological and psychological rules that basically never change. They're the same millions of years ago as they are today. Nothing ever changes. Once you know the science of how the body actually works, you set things up in proper calories and macros, when they should eat it, how much they should eat, how much they should exercise, and then we can actually lose as much body fat as we want. If you want to lose 50 pounds, we can, and then we build a good, decent amount of muscle, and there you go. You get an amazing shape. Does it have to be perfect? No. So remember, the number one thing, you have to be in a calorie deficit. Anybody ever tells you you can lose weight without the calorie deficit, they're either completely clueless or they're trying to sell you some pill. There's no third option. Like, that's basically it. Sell you some kind of magic supplement or thing or pill that's going to get you ripped without any work. Well, good luck. And the first one is, more often than not, I believe some of these people are actually good people. They're just clueless. They have no clue what they're talking about. But again, if somebody's clueless and gives you bad advice, even if they're a good person, you probably shouldn't take that advice. Again, that's just me. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is you gotta have enough protein, okay? How much is enough? 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If you are more overweight, start at 0.7 grams. So whatever your weight in pounds is, do that times 0.7. Let's say you're 200 pounds, times 0.7 is 140 grams of protein. Eat that much, okay? Now when you say, okay, I'm new to this, I don't really know what 140 grams of protein means, got it, no problem. Size, thickness, and diameter of the palm of your hand, that amount of fish, chicken, any kind of meat is about 25 grams of protein. Go from there. Take 2 of these per meal, that's 50 grams. Less than 3 meals of that, you're there. Or you have 2 meals of that and then you add a protein shake or a bar, there you go, you're there. So why is protein important? Numerous reasons for this, but basically protein builds muscle, number one. Controls your blood sugar levels so it doesn't go all over the place, and it's the most satiating of all macronutrients. The more protein you eat, the more satiated you will be, the less hungry you will be, and less overall food you will eat, which all makes it easier for you to be in a calorie deficit that's needed to burn body fat, okay? So that's the only really 2 things you gotta do to lose all the body fat you want. Be in a proper calorie deficit and eat protein. That's it. The rest of your carbs and fats that fill the rest of your calories, the ratio of them actually does not matter for weight loss. It's the same thing. If you have a high carb, low fat, or a high fat, low carb diet, it doesn't matter as long as total calories are controlled and you have enough protein, the ratio doesn't matter. Now, of course, one thing that absolutely is universal for almost all humans in the world, we do not eat nearly as much vegetables and or fruit as we should. So almost without exceptions, I can say, once we have this control your calories and protein done, like we have that done, we checked off those 2 things, you should eat more vegetables. How much vegetables you should eat? Well, now we're saying, okay, 8 servings, 10 servings, whatever servings. Here's what I say. At least 2 of your meals, if you're having 3 meals a day, on average, people eat like 3 to 4 meals a day. At least, if you're eating 3, at least 2 of these meals should have a good amount of vegetables with that. If you're eating 4 meals a day, at least 3 of your meals should have good amount of vegetables with that. The 4th meal can be whatever. You can have some rice, you can have some like bread, you can have whatever it is, especially in your workout days, you can have more of these carbs, right? That's a story for, another video. But basically, eat more vegetables and add more fruit to that. That's pretty much it. Like, these things will get you to have all the leanness you want, six-pack lean, whatever lean you get, this is it. Control your calories, eat protein, add more vegetables. That's it. Now, when it comes to building muscle, if we're talking about getting ripped, you have to have a couple of things. What's the number one rule? Perfect form, number one, following the plan that actually makes sense, that is science-based and perfect form. That's, I would say, number one. Like, actually do something that makes sense. Most gym bros go to the gym, see the guy doing an exercise, they're like, I should probably do that today. It's like, we could do better than that, right? Or most people don't have a plan. They go to the gym and just work out. Like, no plan, no progression, no tracking. No wonder why most people who go to the gym haven't had any progress in the last 10 years. That's fine if you just like going to the gym to run away from the house, from a wife, from whatever it is, and you just want to hang out in the gym, cool. But if we're talking about, let's actually go there to get results, we can do better than let me just go and do whatever, right? So number one rule in that, have a plan, okay? Measure, okay, have a plan that you're following with perfect form. Number two, measure your progress. And number three, that really muscle growth relies on is progressively increase that load. Like, actually put more challenge on that muscle over time. Those would be the three rules, right? The number one, actually have a plan that makes sense, ideally customized for you and your goals and your genes and your preferences, okay? And this assumes perfect form. Like, if none of this really matters if you don't have perfect form, and most people don't. So have a proper plan with perfect form, number one. Number two, actually measure your progress and track it, measure it, and then tweak as you go. And then the third one, that is actually the most important one, which should probably be first, is progressive overload. Like, make sure you're adding more of, it doesn't have to be weight. Actually, the weight is the last thing I use to progress. We have a video on how to progress in the gym correctly. Please watch that for more. But those are the three rules to lose all the weight you want and three rules to build as much muscle as you want. And this is basically how you get ripped. So guys, these are the golden rules. Other than that, all the other rules, one other thing I wanted to say is you create the rules. To me, it's mind-boggling when people say, unless you wake up at 4 a.m., you're never going to be successful. If you don't wake up at whatever, 4:30, you'll never make money, you'll never be in great shape. That's just complete BS. Unless you fast, you'll never be whatever. Unless you do your bulletproof coffee, unless you, guys, this life, we only get one life to live. So you should do what you want to do. Again, assuming that you're following these golden rules that never change, they're true for every human in the world, other than the fundamental rules, which are very few and far in between. Think about it, there's only 3 rules for weight loss, and actually there's only 2. Control the calories and have enough protein. That's it. Like, adding vegetables is a really good idea, but just these 2 will get you to get lean. In the, muscle building, like, have a plan that makes sense, that you measure progress off, and have progressive overload. Just 2 rules. That's it. It's going to get you 99% of the possible results in each of these fields. And then all the rest is going to be that 1%. It doesn't really matter much, that 1%. 99 is pretty good, right? So just follow these fundamental rules, 2 of each, and then everything else is up to you. Like, you create the rules that you want. When somebody says, you got to work out at 4 a.m. No, you don't. What if you like waking up at 7 a.m. and working out at 4 p.m.? Okay? Then do that. Like, you create the rules. I see so many, like, basically all of us, we're so influenced by the environment, who we, hear from, who we follow and watch and listen. So you have a fasting zealot who works out at 4 a.m. He thinks that working out at 4 a.m. is what every human in the world should do, because remember, human beings we think we are gods, like everything revolves around me. So that's basically ego driven. This is nowhere more true than in the fitness industry. The guy figured out that fasting is the greatest. Every human being in the world should fast because it worked for him, because he's the center of the universe. He worked out at 4 a.m. Therefore, the whole world should work out at 4 a.m. because he's the center of the universe, right? This is all basically ego driven, usually clueless, steroid filled morons, and you shouldn't follow them. Again, I shouldn't. I wouldn't, but you should do whatever you want. But I'm just giving you here's the, like, you have permission you don't need permission by anybody. But a lot of times we feel like we should think about it, that you should not be constrained by what the environment says. You should actually do what you want, right? So you work out when you want to work out. Have as many meals as you want, regardless of what the fasting zealot says, okay? Eat whatever you want as long as you control the total calories, right? You exercise as many times as you want, or don't exercise at all if that's what you want, with all the side effects that come with that. If you're okay with them, so be it, right? So every single thing you want, you create the rules. Like in business, we create the rules. Like, we can have the business that we want. I choose to work only with entrepreneurs. Why? because I'm an entrepreneur and I believe entrepreneurs move this world forward. We give jobs to people, we create new and better technologies and ways to do, basically push this world forward. Entrepreneurs, we pay most of the taxes, right? That's why I work with entrepreneurs. Instantly we click if somebody's an entrepreneur. If somebody's an employee, that's cool. There's nothing bad around it, but it's just much less likely for me to really click with them, and everything I say and do doesn't really matter or make sense to somebody who's an employee, right? Because they can't figure out, how can you be making this video at 11 a.m. or at 3 p.m.? You should be at work, right? No, as entrepreneurs, we actually have control of our schedule. So anyways, guys, please remember, other than the very, very few fundamentals that never change, everything else is up to you. You create any life you want. So follow the rules that you like, not the rules that society tries to push on you, consciously or not. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please, if you did, click the like and share button below. Also, give me a thumbs up. That helps the algorithm, helps us actually get this video to more entrepreneurs and help them with everything that I'm sharing on this channel. Also, if you like this video, please click the link in the description. You will get an absolutely free video showing you A to Z how to lose 20 to 50 pounds of fat and build lean muscle and get ripped. Exact same process I used to go from fat kid to a pro athlete, Olympic Games candidate, and now a coach. And I've used this same exact process for 1,200 clients and over 1,200 clients that I've had in the last 15 years. That exact process is there for you for free. Also, I'm going to give you a digital version of this book. This book sells for $25 on Amazon right now. You can go buy it. You're free to do that. It's going to be the best investment you've ever made in your life. I guarantee it. And you don't even have to buy it. I'm going to give you a free digital version of this book. Click that link in the description. Get both the book and the free video. Check it out. I guarantee you it's going to change your life. And again, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Cheers.